But guys, welcome to the One Team, One Dream call. This is a call that my great friend John Jennings started. He is a one-star ambassador, and it's kind of fun for me, this call, because I really get to brag about him. For those of you who are new to the call, first of all, I guess I ought to introduce myself. My name is Allison Blair. My husband and I are two-star ambassadors here in Mooresville, North Carolina, which is just north of Charlotte. But John Jennings is actually the gentleman who started this call, and just not too long ago, maybe a couple months ago, and his philosophy and our philosophy is that together everyone achieves more. We are a team no matter where you're located in Visalus, whether you're upline, downline, sideline, doesn't matter. We're all one team. If we all work together, share ideas, concepts, and trainings, we're going to grow faster as a company. So please spread the word. If you have people that are on your team that you want them to call in this call, please shoot them the number really quickly. It is open to everyone. There's also a Facebook page that John created, and it's just One Team, One Dream. This call's a little bit different. It's a training call, and so it's a little bit different than what you're going to get on your team calls, your vision calls, and we hope you enjoy it. And there's also going to be a recording when this call is over on that Facebook page that you can share for anyone who misses it. So back to John Jennings bragging a little bit. He's always the one that tells, every time he introduces myself or Michael Winder or Carrie Wright, he goes on and on and on about how awesome we are. I will tell you, even though John Jennings and I are technically not on the same team, I would not want to work this business without him. There are two people that I'm going to call if I ever get in a pickle and need some very serious advice. One of them is Kyle Passetti, who is our upline and the number one money earner in the company, and the other is John Jennings, and they are in no particular order. Whichever one I can get on the phone the quickest is who I'm going to call. So that's how much respect I have for him. He normally is the host of this call, so you guys are getting a little bit slighted today by getting me, but he will be returning next week. So you definitely want to log on to hear that. Huge congrats, first of all, to Michael Winder. Some of you are used to hearing her, and I think she and Carrie Wright did the call last Saturday. And she is doing her ambassador walk in Austin, Texas right now. So, in fact, Micah and John were actually opening up that regional, and also Carrie Wright is out there with them as well. So huge congrats to Micah. We're so excited for you, and know this is the first of many ambassador stars on your way up to the top. So anyway, the call today is going to be a very fun topic, and it's how to throw a successful challenge party, and my mother's going to love this one, challenge party etiquette, what to do and what not to do in a challenge party. You guys know we say that this business is as simple as pushing play on a DVD and blend on a blender. There is a little bit more involved, not a whole lot, but we wanted to just go through. This is something in the very beginning I remember thinking, okay, the getting started training is wonderful, but there's not really in there, there is, a couple of websites that you can go through that getting started training, party.visalus.com, that will give you, specific ideas about how to throw a party, but we wanted to go into a little bit more detail today. So as we were coming together and coming up with a topic for this call, I was talking to John about it, and then I was also talking to Mandy and John and Jennifer Faulkner, and guys, we ended up laughing so hard that we were crying. And here's why. Because as we were talking about what to do at a challenge party, we started talking about our horrific stories that had happened during challenge parties. So I said, just to give us a little bit of humor, I asked Mandy and John Faulkner to log on this call and just to tell us, the worst things that ever happened to them at a challenge party. So Mandy, are you with me?
I am.
Okay, why don't you go through and tell us about the worst challenge party that you ever did?
Okay, some of y'all on this phone call have probably already heard this because I've actually used this story in the past, again, to demonstrate what not to do. But real quick, this happened in a small town, and I take full responsibility for this because clearly I had not trained this girl. She had not done her getting started training. She said, look, I can throw a party Thursday night, and she said, I can fill a house. And I said, wonderful. She goes, now I may have to entice them with wine, but I can fill a house. And that should have been my first clue right there. I thought, well, whatever it takes was my thought. In hindsight, bad idea. I get there early, of course, and she has a full spread of food, bottles of wine sitting on the counter. I'm like, oh, my gosh, this is a party. And at the time, I couldn't say, well, put all that food up, after she had spent all day cooking. So we get there, the ladies start pouring in, and I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be awesome. Well, we start making shakes. Nobody gives a flip about shakes. In fact, I can't even turn the conversation to shakes if I want to. Everybody's got their own conversation going. The wine is pouring. And all of a sudden, I tell the hostess, I'm like, look, we got to go watch a video. We got to go watch a video. She goes, okay, hey, listen, y'all, my television is downstairs. I need everyone to go downstairs. We're going to watch a quick video. Well, about a third of the room decided to participate, and they go downstairs, and I'm thinking, can we get the rest of them? They want no part of it. They're there to party. So I get 1/3 of the girls downstairs. I'm trying to push play, make everything happen, trying to maintain control of this party. Long story short, the girls are gabbing, wine is flowing. To end it all, the dog is in the room, and when I'm trying to close out the party, I can't even speak because of all the conversations that are going on, getting interrupted. Finally, the dog comes in for the grand finale and starts licking himself right in the middle of the floor. And I thought, okay, that's it. I'm done, completely done, and it was completely over, and I got nothing out of it. I mean, there was probably 25 women in that house, and it was an absolute bust because I lost control from the beginning. I hope that helps, Allison. Worst story ever.
That is. We figured we would start everybody's out on a Saturday morning with a good laugh. So, John Faulkner, you also had another quick story about what happened to you at a challenge party. So the floor is yours.
Are you looking for me, Allison?
I am. Tell us your challenge party story.
Oh my God, there's several, some do's and don'ts. Guys, if you've got birds in your house and they're, that is very distracting to people trying to watch the video or trying to follow up on a story or just talking. But we were in Florida at a challenge party, and this dog, I mean, there again, it's another dog story, but the dog actually bit me. And I don't mean just playing. I mean, he bit the beep out of me. And that really will throw you off your game if you're trying to do a challenge party. So, guys, if you've got dogs, kids, I know we take our kids different places, and it is inevitable if there's a kid in the room, I can promise you that they will start talking, playing with toys, doing something to distract the video at the most crucial time. I have seen it. I can guarantee it. I can just about tell you when we get there, at what time the kids are going to start acting up. So my advice is if you can take your kids in another room, have somebody sit in there, just while the video's playing. It's real important that you pay attention to the video. It's like the first time you've ever seen it, and it's not because you just need to see it again. But what you want to do, you're looking at other people. You're looking at their reaction. How are they taking it? Are they over there texting? Are they engaged in the video? And you need to know who to go to after the video finishes playing. You don't go to the guy that's just sitting there texting and just not paying attention at all. That guy ain't interested. You're looking for people that are looking. So that's my advice. Pay attention to the video. Don't talk. Just be engaged like it's the first time you've ever seen it. And I promise you, your challenge parties will go way better. Allison,
thanks, John. Awesome advice. That's exactly what I was looking for. Hey, guys, and it boils down to this. It's someone's first impression. Hopefully, if you've done this correctly, you've pre-partied with them. You've had, you yourself have gone to the gst.visalus.com. You've pre-partied correctly. We're not going to go into the pre-party. We don't have time to do that. I wish we did. I did an entire conference call for our team a couple weeks ago just on pre-party, and I think it's that important. But for these purposes, I'm just going to give you one idea of the pre-party. Get together as a group and pre-party. If you've got 4 people, we actually got this out of the last regional. I thought this was a great idea. But if you've got 4 people, everybody put $10 in a hat. And whoever gets the most RSVPs when you're pre-partying together gets the pot. That's a great idea. That's something, you keep it fun, and that's the name of this game. As John Jennings says, and I promise, John, I'm not going to botch it this time, but if you ain't having fun, you ain't doing it right. So have fun with it, even the pre-party, before you get to the party. So here's what you want. You want to have more people confirmed than you actually have it. You want to have everybody that you have confirmed come to your party. But let's face it, guys, we're all realists here. It's just not going to happen. I did a challenge party not too long ago. The people had 15 party at the party. It was a great party, but they really had 25 confirmed, and they were a little disheartened because they said, it was a Monday night, it was raining. They were a little bit disappointed, but, at the end of the day, it ended up being a great party because had they only had 15 confirmed and had 5 to 7 people there, they really would have been disappointed. So make sure you have more people confirmed than what you want to have a good party. Guys, you don't need a lot of notice to have a challenge party. You just don't. Today's Saturday. I would say you have plenty of notice to schedule a challenge party on Monday. And that would be my advice. If you're thinking of when you're going to have a challenge party this week, do it Monday. And as you're pre-partying with people, guys, have them bring a bag of ice. Have them bring a banana, a strawberry, something. You guys have probably heard the story by now, the bags of ice, that it melts. So if you don't use it all, then, it's not something that takes a lot of cleanup afterwards. But that holds people accountable, and they're more likely to come to your party. So as far as the actual party goes, what is my advice, when you're getting ready for the party, before the party? Just like anything else, guys, you want to be totally ready when people walk in the door. If you have a challenge party that starts at 7 p.m., you want to be ready to roll, just like you're having a dinner party. If you're having a dinner party, you're going to have the food ready, everything for the most part before somebody walks in the door so that you yourself can enjoy the party. You're more relaxed, your guests are more relaxed than if you're just frantically trying to get everything ready when they're walking in the door. So the first thing that we do is, and it just depends on your home or the home that you're hosting the challenge party in, I always have a little bit of a display somewhere, whether it's a kitchen, dining room table, wherever you can do it. And this really is very simple. Guys, it's just empty boxes. I've got a transformation kit with empty boxes. I've got an empty box of Go, empty box of Pro. Kind of stack them up neatly so that people that are coming to the parties for the first time, they can at least see the boxes, what they look like. I've got a challenge magazine out for sure. Make sure you have a challenge magazine. Make sure you have a success magazine, not the old one, not the $10 million challenge, but the $25 million challenge, and make sure that is the new DVD. So if you don't have that yet, you need to go in your back office and you need to order a Success Magazine, Challenge Magazine, so that you have the right video. Of course, it's also been updated on overview.visalus.com. And make sure in the video, really quickly, we did this the other night at a group challenge party, actually by accident. The person who was running the sound didn't realize that on the new video, you actually have to scroll down to where it says challenge party videos. If you play the first one when it first comes up, it's just a 6-minute video. So it's not the full video, and that's what you want to play. So scroll down to challenge party videos, and you want to play the full version, okay? So have that ready to go. Have that video in the DVD player. You're ready to go. Your display's set up. You've got to have copies. Not a lot, but you do need to definitely have copies of the customer order forms and the distributor order forms. Also, one thing that we do is we have the $25 million challenge. That is a 2-sided copy, so we have that done. And then also make sure that you go, when you print those out, that they're legible and that people can read them. If you copy a copy, and a copy, eventually they're not very legible. So, and I've seen that happen before. So I want to make sure that everybody knows that you can go in your resource library, which is under Marketing Center tab in your back office, Marketing Center Resource Library. Print those from there. You can just type in customer and distributor, and those will come up so you can print them out from there. It's definitely worth it. It's impossible to get with a good challenge party if you've pre-partied correctly. You can't get everyone, at the end of the party, you're there with computers and iPads and phones and trying to get everyone signed up. It's going to get very crazy. Guys, just get them on the paper forms, and then you can enter them in later. Don't worry about all the extra forms. This is kind of funny coming from me. In fact, Mandy's probably on mute because if she'd be laughing right now otherwise. But I was the girl, that had the green folders and the copies of everything. I had the comparison charts and the fact sheets and everything because it was the old drug rep in me. I was a pharmaceutical rep for 11 years, and I thought that everyone wanted to know everything about everything. The reality is that they really don't. So make sure that you, that you don't have, a ton of copies. It's going to be a waste of time. The other thing is what you can do is if you would like to have those, I have several, I have a comparison chart for the VI shape. I have the fact sheet for the VI shape. I just went to Staples and bought those cheap acrylic folders and have them, and they're kind of sitting out there with my display. So just a quick suggestion for that. Music, guys, it's a party, right? So you want people to know it's a party when they open the door. This doesn't have to be complicated either. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of CDs. All you really need to do is have a smartphone if you don't have a smartphone. And then also, you can go to Staples. This is a great thing I do when I'm traveling to challenge parties because I don't know if I'm going to somebody's house they're going to have a stereo system or a way to really play music. So you could go to Staples, buy like a little pop-up speaker. They're about $10. It just plugs right into your iPhone. Download Pandora. I'll tell you, our two favorite stations are, and probably if you've been to any Visalus, national, regional, or local events, you're going to probably hear Black Eyed Peas or a Rico Iglesias station, somewhere that kind of music, but it's party music. Not elevator music, not classical, but music that people would party to. So that's the first thing. That's all the things that you want to do before the party, except for the most important part of the pre-party, and that is actually blending the shakes. Guys, you want to have the shakes ready before your party starts. Again, don't make this complicated. When Jeff and I first started out, he wanted to buy this, super duper Vitamix or some sort of extra fancy blender. And then we figured out that not everybody on our team would do that. That probably didn't make the most sense. So what we did was we went to Walmart and we bought a kind of like a Magic Bullet, but even cheaper. It's a GE Fresh. It's in a red box. They really should start paying me a commission on those by now because our Walmart here in Mooresville sells out of them all the time. I think everyone on our team gets them. But they're just acrylic cups. You can stick them in the dishwasher. Guys, it mixes one shake, in those little 3-ounce clear cups. You can get, probably 15 out of one shake, sample so that someone can try. So make sure that you keep it simple. As Kyle says, there's 2 flavors of people. There's chocolate and vanilla. So make sure you have a chocolate and vanilla. Do not mix more than 3 shakes. It's too much. Always have some sort of vanilla. Always have chocolate peanut butter. Guys, that is the most popular flavor that we have. And I typically always have a fruit. Some sort of strawberries, blueberries, whatever. But I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to turn the floor over for a minute to my great friend, 2-star ambassador, Jennifer Faulkner. And here's why. Because when we first started this business, Cal Passetti, y'all don't tell him, but he wasn't the best at the little details. He taught us everything we know about this business, but when it came to the parties and mix and shakes and that sort of thing, the little details, I don't know where we would be without John and Jennifer Faulkner right now. So they taught us pretty much everything we know about how to have a party. So I'm going to let her. She is way more qualified and has hosted way more challenge parties than I have. So Jennifer, really quickly, can you go into more detail about the shakes and what you recommend?
I absolutely can, Allison. Thanks so much, guys. What a fabulous Saturday, and what a better Saturday to learn about how to blend the most tasty shake. You know what, guys? When you walk into a challenge party, you've got that music going, that Black Eyed Peas. You've set the tone for some excitement, how to get skinny party, and then you're going to come in that kitchen and you're going to have a shake. That shake, guys, is the first impression of what they think about this company, about how it's blended, how it tastes, how creamy it is, whatever. That's the first impression. Kind of like the first time you meet someone, that first impression sticks in their head about you. Their first impression of the 90-day challenge sticks in their head about the first time they tasted a shake. Make sure, guys, that the best way to make a shake, the tastiest way, is to use those generic 1-cup blenders like Allison was talking about that you can get from Walmart. And you're going to do that chocolate peanut butter shake. Hey, you know what, guys? Throw in a little extra peanut butter. Throw in a little, make sure you've got that full-fledged soy milk or the dark chocolate almond milk. Whatever it is, make it taste yummy. Sometimes the customer can go home and alter the taste of the shake once their kit arrives. Sometimes I say, you know what, guys? We got to make them taste like a fat girl shake. We start laughing, but it's true. If it tastes good and a person says to themselves, I can drink this every day, if it appeals to someone who loves a chocolate shake, make it the best chocolate shake you've ever had. Keep it simple. Don't try to overcomplicate things with shakes, meaning don't try bizarre recipes that you may have to add Splenda to, or I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff on Facebook about how to make different kinds of shakes. That overwhelms a new customer. That overwhelms a new promoter. Keep it simple. That fruit shake, make sure those strawberries are frozen, that you add enough strawberries so it's a very creamy shake. My tip on a shake, make sure it's thick and creamy, it's not watery, that you've added the shake mix. Guys, don't skimp on the shake mix. If you need to order an extra bag of shake mix to make these shakes at a challenge party, please do so. Spend an extra couple dollars to make that first impression be the best one they've ever had. And the way you make shakes at a challenge party is exactly the way your team is going to make shakes at their challenge parties. So you want to show them from the start how to make the best tasting shake possible. All right, Allison, I think that's about
Thanks,
it.
Jennifer. That is awesome. That's great advice. She brought up a really good point that kind of made me laugh. Make sure you put the shake mix in it. The first challenge party we had here, this is a crazy story, but Kyle said, people are making funny shakes. Allison, taste that thing really quickly. When they taste the shake, we forgot to put the shake mix in. So that is the most important ingredient. Make sure you do that. Here's another tidbit that I really want to make sure that everyone listens to is, please don't have a bunch of leaders in the room, in the kitchen making shakes. Guys, it's not that we're above it. I can mix shakes with the best of them, but if you've got an ambassador or a national director or a presidential director or a regional director, or even if the highest ranked person there is a director at the party, you don't want, those are the people that you want mingling with your prospects, okay? So I went to, a challenge party that we had the other day, and I hate to admit this, but guys, we mess up too. I looked over there, and I had an ambassador, a presidential director, 2 national directors making shakes, and I thought, okay, this is not good. Those are the people that need to be mingling with the crowd. So, guys, take the reins on this and make sure that the shakes are mixed and that they're done on time and that you're ready to go. Okay. So let's move into the challenge party. Okay. 7:15, guys, 7 to 7:15, that's all you've got for shakes, okay? 7:15, we are going to get that crowd in the living room, okay? Like John said, no phones, dogs, kids. Our challenge parties are very kid-friendly. I got to be honest with you. Sometimes we'll have our kids pass out the shake for that first 15 minutes. 7:15, they know, we've got a sitter upstairs in the bonus room, and sometimes we'll have kids come to the party. We'll get a sitter upstairs, we'll have some popcorn, pop a movie for them. They know they are not to come down. So it's okay if the kids are there. Just make sure they're not in the room where the video is being played, okay? So then you're going to literally do a very quick introduction. Hey, guys, guess what? My name's Allison Blair. Just got started on the challenge April of this year. We've had incredible success both with the health aspect and the financial aspect of this company. Can't wait for you to learn more about it. And you know what? This video can explain it way better and way faster than I can. So we're just going to hit play on the DVD, and we hope you enjoy introducing America's fastest growing health challenge. And let the video take it away. Press play on the full version, okay? Then you're going to come to the point where you actually get to the testimonies. The testimonies where it goes through, I've lost 80 pounds and how many inches, and I feel the best I've ever felt, at 40, whatever. And then you're going to hit pause. And Mandy, if you're on the line, kind of take it over in the middle, like what you say in the middle with the testimonies. Mandy, of course, is the most qualified since she's a chiropractor, so we normally definitely let her do that part of the presentation. So Mandy, over to you.
Sure, absolutely. First thing you want to do is have your testimonials pre-selected before you get started. So in that first 15 minutes, walk around the room and your team. The people that have had great testimonies. Go ahead and pull them aside and say, hey, do you mind doing a testimonial at the halfway mark? Get their okay. Make sure you let them know that they've only got 30 to 45 seconds. This is not an opportunity for them to stand up and give a half-hour presentation. So just 30 to 45 seconds. Make sure you let them know that if they're on the transformation kit, to please mention that they are on the transformation kit. I sell more transformation kits than anything, and every one of us should, because we all got started on the transformation kit. It comes in your ESS. So I always say, look, I got started on the transformation kit, and we all did, okay? That lets people know in their minds, they're thinking the transformation kit, that's the one I'm probably going to need, the transformation kit. And then when those testimonials start and every person stands up and says, yeah, I'm on the transformation kit and I've lost X amount of pounds, if they're not on the transformation kit, do not even have them say what kit they're on unless it's a higher kit, either the core kit or the fit kit. But you want them to mention the transformation kit. And what this does is it makes it personal. The video is corporate, and people get that. And I usually say, look, we got started in this. We didn't even know these people on the video. We just had a leap of faith. We decided to get started, and then ultimately we have our own testimonials here, and I'm going to share a few of those. And then you have those pre-selected people stand up. That makes it personal. That lets people know that it's just not some commercialized video they're watching. It's happening right here in this town. After you do those testimonials, you're going to say, listen, obviously you can see by how many people are in this room that there's a huge business opportunity here. Now look, that might not be for you, and if that's your case, that's fine, no problems. But listen, do yourself a favor, just pay attention, because we are in an economy where there's a lot of people out there looking for a second stream of income right now. And even if you yourself aren't interested in this business opportunity, you might know someone who is. So, please pay attention to this part. We're having tremendous success, and we just want to pass that along. So, again, explain the business part, and then go ahead and push play again and watch that second half of the video. And, Allison, I hope that helps.
That helped tremendously. Okay, guys, so we're halfway through, although the end of it's not going to take but another couple minutes. So if you guys are looking at the clock going, oh, my gosh, it is almost 11:30 and she's not even halfway done, that's not the case. So play the second half of the video, guys, and then your party is almost over, okay? Close the room at the very end. Have the presenter stand back up again and say, okay, guys, either you're a 1, 2, or a 3. You're a 1, you want to become a customer, you want to get started on the challenge. Either you're a 2, you want to schedule a challenge party tonight so that we can help you get your product for free, or you're a 3, you want to join this challenge with us and promote it. And if you're a number 3, I'm going to talk just specifically to those people just for 1 minute. If you don't know anything else, and you're not comfortable sitting up in the front of the room and you want to say something short but you're not really sure what to say, here's my advice to you. This is what I would say. Guys, this opportunity is going viral, okay? Visalus is the fastest growing home-based business in North America. It's doubling in size every 90 days. This will be the year 2012 that we hit $1 billion in sales. And guys, guess what? We're only in 2 countries. There's never been a company in a 128-year industry to do that. That is an opportunity. It's a tremendous opportunity. If you're interested in, making money while also promoting this challenge, then now might be a great time to hop on board. And guess what? We are one team with one dream, okay? So if you join this challenge and you become a distributor, we're going to help you. We say do it for somebody till we can do it with somebody till they can do it by themselves. So that's all you have to do, okay? That's as simple as it gets. It's difficult as it gets, I guess. It's very, very simple. And then what you want to do is, and I have to mention this, make sure that you always, no matter what, you're going to go over that getting started training at the end. For those people who want to become promoters, you want to, right then, right there, first of all, you want to schedule the parties. For the people that are 2s and they want to get their product for free, go ahead, schedule the parties, get those people out of there. They be very, very respectful of people's time. Guys, start to finish, this challenge party should not last longer than 7 to 8, okay? It's a 7 o'clock challenge party. You should be done by 8. You won't have time to probably go through the getting started training, but generally by 8 o'clock, you're pushing play on the getting started training portion of the video, which is also under that challenge party videos tab. So make sure to go through the getting started training. Make their list. Do not let them leave your challenge party if they're going to be a distributor till they make that list, and also schedule that party. Help them pre-party. Help them make those phone calls. Remember, guys, when someone joins the business, you are co-signing on their success if you're sponsoring them. We want to make sure the buck doesn't stop with you, that it continues on, and that everybody has success. That's one thing Jeff Blair and I said when we first got started in this. We wanted success for ourselves, but more than that, we wanted to make sure that it was an opportunity that everybody could also not only improve their health, but they could succeed at financially if they put the effort in. And I'll tell you guys, since April, we haven't had anybody come back to us yet and say, guess what? You know what? The comp plan doesn't work, products don't work, the challenge don't work. We can't make any money doing this, because they know that if they've put the effort in and they've had the parties. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, can you help me figure out why this guy's really not sponsoring as many people people? Why is he not sponsoring people? I said, okay, it's very simple. How many challenge parties is he having? Well, he had 2 all month, and the 2 that he had, somebody else did for him. He had not been in charge of scheduling a party, pre-partying and going through the whole process. So that was the answer. There was no more explanation needed. I never try to mislead anybody and tell anyone that it's easy. The steps are very easy. It's a lot, the steps are easy. It is very, very easy to have a challenge party. It's very, very easy to do this business, and guys, it is so fun. But at the end of the day, it does require activity. So the more challenge parties you have, the more you repeat this process, the more you do it over and over and over again, the more success you're going to have. Kevin Merriweather breaks it down, I think, the best, but he was like, the more of this you do, the more of that you get. So it's all activity-based. So, guys, with that ends our training portion, but I have to, guys, it's almost the end of the month, and I have to go over just a few quick marching orders that I want you guys to be aware of between now and the end of the month, which is just Wednesday is the last day of the month. So, really quickly, the cash bash, you guys have heard about this and heard about this and heard about this. Cannot stress it enough. There's $100,000, hopefully, that will be in the pot by the time this thing is all said and done. And if you are in the running for a regional director, make sure you hit this. This is an unbelievable opportunity. I wish Jeff and I would have had this opportunity the first month we were in the business. It's never been done before, and it all boils down to directors, guys. It all boils down to, you hit regional director, but you have to have 4 directors. I would encourage everyone, look in your organization, figure out either get yourself to director between now and the end of the month, or get everyone on your team, and get everyone on your team to director at least by the end of the month. And that really is, Blake mentioned, when he was at the regional in Raleigh, that if they look at the history of the company and the success of the company, the most successful months that they've ever had were when they had the most number of directors that broke. So there's no secret, guys. It all boils down to directors. So get somebody to director. That is the best way that I know to tell you how to hit your rank by the end of the month is by reaching down. Remember, I always say this, comp plans drive behavior. This is a compensation plan. You cannot succeed in this company unless you help a whole lot of other people. So reach down in your organization, get somebody to director. We just told you how to do it. So go back, look at your notes from this call. We just told you how to do it. The other thing that is kind of my hot button, and I'm probably going to say on every conference call that you hear me on until the duration, or at least until I see it on our team that things start switching around a little bit. Guys, there are only 3 kits, and Mandy talked about it. We all start out with a transformation kit, okay? If you are on this phone call and you are on, God forbid, a $49 or a $99 kit, you're not, in my personal opinion, you're not really on the challenge. You're kind of halfway on the challenge because the challenge really is, it is being the best that you can be. There are 3 best kits. They are the core kit, they're the transformation kit, and they are the fit kit. I highly encourage and promoting the fit kit right now. Guys, the January special has been extended to February, so you can get free cookies in there. So if I were you, I would encourage you to get the fit kit. I'm not advising you to pay for it next month. What I'm advising you to do is to get it for free. You've got several days, 5 days actually, to go out and find 3 people to take the challenge with you. You are helping them. You're helping them with their health. Maybe you're helping them with their finances. But go out and get 3 people that you want to take the challenge with you. Get your product for free. Guys, I know there are a lot of people that are really looking, at hitting ranks this month. But there's also, Kansas City is coming up March the 23rd, which I hope everybody's registered for that. If you're not, please go to national.visalus.com and get registered, get there. Cannot stress that enough. It is so important. These events build your belief, and you need to be in Kansas City. But go through, make sure that if you are trying to hit rank next month, if you think, gosh, it's going to be a long shot, I'm not going to get where I want to go this month, I'm going to tell you the best way to get there before March 23rd. Here's the best way you can do that. Up your own kit if you haven't done so already. Get everyone on your team to up their kit and go on an all-out campaign for people to get their product for free between now and the end of this month. you will double or maybe even triple your auto ships. Your auto ships will hit on March the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. That still gives you time to hit a rank. Guys, 23 days in a month, if you do what I'm telling you to do, you can hit any rank you want to before we go to Kansas City. So how do you want to cross the stage? That's the big question. When you get to Kansas City, how do you want to be recognized? How do you want to cross the stage? I think that is the best advice I can give you right now is get those auto ships up. And guys, I wish everyone the best of luck this month. I know there's only a few days left, but we are going to have many, many celebrations on our team and across all teams. Like we said, it is one team, one dream. So glad you joined us on this call. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, great end of the month. God bless you all and your families. And please join us again next Saturday and every Saturday at 11 o'clock for the One Team, One Dream call. And you guys will be thrilled to know that John Jennings will be back next week. So with that, have a great weekend and hope to hear you all soon and hope to see you all in Kansas City. Bye, guys.